record. At 18, I was a seven-figure after tax. I spent the ticket on boat. I wiped and that was facts. On Twitter, don't believe the hype. I put my life on wax. I made it back in, blew that the same night as sex. I wake up and go get that cake. I ain't the type, relax. Me, Dank Rails, with a lick 3 ways to get a. What's the name like a freight train? On the track, don't play no games. Mention my name, we caught him the same day on Max. Then I listen to what.
And what? Welcome to 2K. Sports for another edition of it. NBA basketball. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside.
Here we go. It was an all-out effort on defense. I mean, they stepped up for one another and helped each other out so well on this end.
And nothing feels better than a win where team defense is the main factor.
Pass to Edwards. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. And one thing we expect to see tonight, great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
And Cleveland has possession. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Here's Edwards. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Edwards has got 5 now.
Well, right there, Edwards uses the screen to create the space he needs.
Booker no good. And it's Simons with the ball for the Cavaliers. It's a 3-point game. Screen by Robinson. The drive by Simons. On the wing, Simons. Back to Robinson. Outside Thibault. Shot clock at 6. Porzingis for 3. And Booker pulls it down. Memphis with the ball. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to talk with Memphis's head coach for a minute. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Brian, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. It's Booker on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Duran, no good. And Porzingis, known to everyone as the unicorn. I'm sure some of our viewers wonder where he got that nickname from.
Well, B.A., I heard that actually Kevin Durant gave it to him due to his rare combination of size and skill. One unicorn recognizing another, I guess. Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
And Booker, here we go. Robinson with a steal. Edwards for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And that's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space. It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Oh, misses the dunk.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
For 3, Booker. And again, Memphis no good.
Well, he's pressing right now, which can happen when you're trying to cut into a lead.
Simons with it. Still without a bucket. Pass to Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wing shot on the way. And it's Simons missing.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Outside Eason. To stop the drought. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And Cleveland calls their first time out of the game. So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
And for the Cavaliers, Boozer.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Cleveland. To the inside. Here's Robinson. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. Edwards, no good. Memphis trailing here. A minute 29 left in the first quarter of the game. Booker for 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Awfully tough play to defend. When you honor the roller, Booker just takes advantage.
Down low. It's tipped. No good with a layup.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Edwards looking it over. To the paint. Here's Boozer. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Yeah, it just seems like every year Edwards gets more comfortable running the pick and roll.
Brooks outside. It's Booker on the wing. The three-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers leading. Reza Shea up top. Yet to see a basket. It's Edwards on the wing. Screen by Robinson. It's Edwards with a drive. Outside Reza Shea. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And Booker puts up a deep 3. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Cavaliers on top, leading by 1. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Thompson outside. There's the drive. Here's Bowl. Back to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Boozer. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Bowl, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Everyone talks about Jaden McDaniels' defense, and for good reason, Stan.
Well, B.A., one way to get a lot of playing time is to be the best. That's something. McDaniels is a total lockdown defender on the wing. He can guard anybody.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, in an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back over to you, Brian.
Thank you, Allie. And the free throw, no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Now here's Reza Shea. Still no points. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. The putback. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And there's a hunger to Mobley's game. That's how he beats the defense to the rebound.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Stolen by Jones. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Boozer. Driving inside. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
McDaniels is such a disruptive defender. Inside, outside, he's a pest everywhere.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
They're also being so active there with their hands on defense. It's paying off with a lot of steals already tonight.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Out to Mobley. The three. Cole grabs the board.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Thompson. Left side pull. The three. Gets the three to fall. Cole's got himself on the board with a three there.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
Pass to Mobley. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. Here's Boozer. Ball outside. Stolen by Thompson. Drives to the hoop. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Thompson's got 6 points in the quarter. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all. Got to give them credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a bounce.
And that one's good. Bowl.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And here's Ball. To the middle. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Yeah, what a creative player in these pick and rolls. Ball takes pleasure dicing up defenses like this.
There's a screen by Bull. Ricochet drives in. And finished off by Bull.
Hey, that's a fantastic last-second read. Passing out of his shot.
Mobley on a screen. And Mobley throws it down.
Easy does it. Mobley is such a fluid athlete for his size.
Outside Bull. The three is up. Grizzlies with the rebound. And at home for the next one, it'll be Oklahoma City pulling in. And that'll put them halfway through a three-game homestand. From deep, Mobley. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Muscling it up and in, Edwards.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
Now Brooks Pass to Duran. Clock at 6. Duran, the screen. Here's Booker. Can't hit it from 12 feet. Cavaliers trail by 3. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 9. Again, Cleveland scores.
Well, hey, you set Porzingis up and he'll knock him down. Terrific off the catch.
Now here's Duran. No points so far. Here's Wallace. On target from range.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure.
There's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul of the game. Now here's Edwards. Pass to Robinson. Edwards with it. 4 on the clock. Duran with a rebound.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Booker surveying the D. Pass to Eason. Looking to end this cold spell. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Well, he's had a rough night, but his teammates have picked him up.
Porzingis sets a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw, no good.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
It's Booker on the wing. Thibault with a steal. Here's Simons. Tipped.
The strong defense from Brooks, using his instincts there to come away with the block.
Duran, no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
To snap the cold streak. Robinson can't hit. Grizzlies lead by 4. Outside Booker. Duran, the screen. Right side Easton. 6 to shoot. Thibault with a steal. And here's Simons outside. Another miss by Simons.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Booker. Look at Booker with the soft floater.
Crafty finish by Booker, a walking bucket. Devin can beat you so many different ways.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Tomas Isolos decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. So Tomas Isolos decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Cleveland calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Here's Thompson. He's got 6. Inside. Here's Bull. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Grizzlies lead by 6. Mobley on a screen. And Booker puts up a deep 3. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Pass to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Cleveland shooting their 2nd attempt at the line tonight. No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. And Cleveland has possession. They trail by 6. And finished off by Bull.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Cavaliers trail by 4. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Thompson. He has 6. 5 on the clock. Into the lane. Pass to Bull. And finished off by Bull.
And B.A., if you let him, he will do damage.
No resistance, you pay.
Yeah, look, never tempt the guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Grizzlies leading by just 2. We'll get right. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And here's Memphis. The lead is 2. Mobley down low. Rejected by Bull. Connect on the wing. McDaniels with a steal. Ball taking his time here. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mobley. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Greg?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11". And the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Thompson. Pass to Boozer. Shot clock at 5. Down low.
Offensively, they're really struggling here in the second half. The missed shots continue to pile up, and their field goal percentage is way down.
Ball ventures inside and converts.
Yeah, he just finds a way. Ball determined to get that bucket.
Stolen by Jones. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
The three from Ball. And again, Memphis no good. Cavaliers trail by 7. Stolen by Jones. And they're on the run. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
A big man that dishes. Something Mobley does very well.
Here's Simons. Pass to connect. Simons, left side. Back to connect. Clock at 4. To halt the run. And Rizachet gets it to go.
Well, you can see Rizachet finding his footing on offense more and more, including when to shoot it.
To the middle. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
The shot, no good.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Boozer. The 9-foot shot. Oh, touches it off the glass.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Now Mobley. Here's Jones. Ball outside. And there's the screen. From deep. Oh, it's off. The Cavaliers trail by 7. And so they foul intentionally. The Cavaliers call timeout.
Timeout.
And we all love to hear what goes on in those huddles. We just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Both teams deciding to change it up. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen on what the Cavaliers coach was going over with his team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Edwards. Shoots a 3. Duran pulls it down.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Booker on the wing. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
They swipe it. And they're pushing it up. And the breakaway jam. A thing of beauty.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Memphis leading by 9. On the take, Booker. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. Edwards. Oh, he missed the jumper. 59 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Screen by Eason. Booker! Bull with a rebound. Edwards. Driving in. Oh, the stuff! And here's Booker. Takes a 3. Oh, it's off target. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Bull. Oh, the shake.
Man, good whistle there.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Cavaliers. Bull. 2 shots.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Booker fires. So Memphis wins it. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that about wraps it up.
I ain't about all that tongue.
Studios at FedEx Forum, home of the Grizzlies, and we're bringing it to you live on 2K. Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Adley LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Looking at San Antonio, they want to turn it around after the loss to Orlando. Pass to Edgecombe. To the wing right side. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Allen. On the corner. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Eason, the screen. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And getting physical with his play. Booker just attacking the hoop.
So much great work being done by players in this league, Coach. Herb Jones, for instance, doing a lot to help with financial literacy.
Yeah, I think sometimes, Kevin, what these guys do off the court is overlooked by people, especially maybe that are outside of the community that guy plays in at the time. But there's a lot of guys like Herb Jones who really take the time and make the effort to help people in their community.
No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, Ivy doing a good job of keeping the ball moving to set his teammate up.
Here's Booker. Duran a screen. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Now, here's Ivy. To the paint. It's stolen by Eason. And a deep three from Booker. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
He takes it in. And the dunk by Booker.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive.
Now, here's Ivy. score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
To the middle. Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Moving well. Duren working in the two-man game.
Down low. And slam dunk by Allen.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving a legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Kevin, back to you.
Truly a role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
Hey, if you're looking for creativity midair, you're in the right place. Duren with the flourish. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now here's Booker. In the corner, it's Eason. Clock at 6. From 13, hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
It's stolen by Eason. Here's Jones. It's good on the putback.
Well, positioning and size win during the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
Watson the screen. From deep. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Booker inside. Out left to the wing. His first shot coming late. That one off the back iron and out. Spurs leading by 4. High post Allen. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And here's Ivy. Duren pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Excellent D there from Allen.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And a deep 3 from Booker. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Spurs leading by 7.
San Antonio, 17.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
5 on the clock. To the left wing. Duren. Off target from outside.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Let's the 3 fly. Ball. A kick out to Mobley. Second chance shot. Pass to McDaniels. Outside, ball. They set the pick. In the corner, it's Mobley. The Grizzlies with another miss. Spurs leading by 9. Henderson outside. To the inside. Walsh can't get it to go. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Ball. Mobley right side. Back to Ball. Memphis moving that ball around. Back to Wallace. There's Ball with the 3. And another miss by Memphis. Here's Fox. That ball. Nice feed that time from Turner. Fox has got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs. Ball with it. Still yet to score. To end the cold streak. The putback. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Mobley inside. And that's good. LaMelo Ball for 3.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
The Grizzlies trailed by 8. Stolen by Henderson. Fox with it. And it's Wallace picking him up. Here's Walsh. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Walsh has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Mobley. Inside. Here's Wallace. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, recognizing the opening, and Mobley got it to his teammate there on a platter.
Turner with the screen. Henderson outside. Now, here's Fox. His three-pointers off the mark. Wallace outside. It's tipped. And they're running. Goes up. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
And that's a good example of Henderson's strength and determination.
No question, Scoot Henderson has excelled from a very early age.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think it was tough on Scoot Henderson when he first came in the league. The expectations were so high, and we didn't absolutely dominate early. People got down on him, but this is a really talented guy. If we just give him a little time, he's going to be one of the best guards in this league.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
Well, that's part of his role. With great size, they rely on him to help control the boards.
Out to Turner. Henderson outside. Stolen by McDaniels. Pass to Mobley. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. San Antonio leading by 14. Outside, Fox. .23 seconds left to play here in the half. To the middle. And stolen by Mobley. Outside, ball. Down low. He is looking for Mobley and finds him. And that one drops.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's San Antonio up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
All right, everyone, it's that time. Get up and get down for your ball.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Please give a big round of applause for your first two team. Let's give a big round of applause to your very own.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. Booker looking around. Duren a screen. And Duren slams it in.
How much power for Jalen Duren. Goodness.
It's Allen on the wing. Wide open. Connects. The jumper drops. Allen's got 8.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
For 3, Booker. Count it good. 10 points here for Jalen Duren.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
Stolen by Brooks. Stolen by Allen. 4-on-3 break. Now Ivy. Pass to Watson. Looking for Allen. He gets it there. Outside, Dort. Stolen by Jones. Memphis moving it around. Booker, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Eason. Out to Brooks. For 3. Offensive rebound. Booker outside. Back to Duren. To the paint. 6 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
The Grizzlies trailed by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There's the triple. You know who? Devin Booker.
Every chance he gets, Booker willing to take that shot. A consistent three-point shooter.
And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism in the relentless approach to defense and rebound.
Shots good by Duren.
Well, give credit to Duren's teammates. They know he's got the hot hand, and they're feeding him the ball.
Ivy with the bucket. Here's Booker. 7 points in the game. Duren a screen. Here's Booker. 5 to shoot. In the corner, it's Eason. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Now, here's Ivy. Pass to Edgecombe. No good.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Here's Booker. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Ivy. A basket good off the assist from Allen. 6 points for Jaden Ivey. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
One-on-one fast break. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. Booker, no good.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
And slam dunk by Allen.
More from Allen. Can pile up points without wasting possessions. Very economical.
Duren a screen. To the inside. Kicks it out to Booker. Fades. Rebounded by Allen.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Screen by Allen. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. I'll look at the field goal for
39.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Henderson with the ball for San Antonio. A pass to Fox. Drills it from outside.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
There's Ball with the three. The rebound by Turner. San Antonio leading by 16. A pass to Fox. Wants to get it to Turner and does. Out to Henderson. Stolen by McDaniels. And he goes in for the tie.
An excellent play and coming at the right time as well, guys. They need to string together some defensive and offensive possessions like that.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. Misses the wing chair.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Mobley outside. Down low. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And I like that Mobley keeps his options open. He knows by making that pass, it could lead to something better.
Turner for three. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
To the paint. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That'll be his second foul of the game. And with so many teams, Stan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of drafting well continues to rise.
Oh, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts where they're at least relatively lower priced, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players.
To the middle, 6 on the shot clock.
And how about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Here's McDaniels. Misses the 3. Spurs leading by 13. And here is Fox. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Fading away. He makes that shot harder than it needs to be.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside ball. Takes the 3.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And that one is good.
Explosive in the lane. That's where Henderson's most comfortable getting his looks.
The Grizzlies trailed by 15. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Suggs with the steal. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox. Grizzlies making a switch here.
Substitution for your Grizzlies. Eason.
And so Booker will bring it up for Memphis. From outside, that one misses.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the three.
Well, if Fox gets within touching distance of the rim, he's not taking any chances.
Now Eason. For 3. Outside Booker. Shoots the 3. Does not go in.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. He's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Spurs.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jared Allen.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
It's Booker. It's stolen by Dort. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And slam dunk by Allen.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And so it's San Antonio, easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.